The orc clans of the Warhammer 40,000 universe are a vibrant tapestry woven from the chaos of war, an unyielding spirit embodying the very essence of their existence. Among the most notable of these clans are the Blood Axes, the Death Skulls, the Evil Suns, the Goths, and the Bad Moons. Each clan is marked by unique traits, customs, and philosophies, leading to a chaotic interplay of conflict, not just with the galaxy's myriad of races, but also among themselves. The Orcs, green-skinned brutes, forged from the primordial ooze of a violent universe, are not merely a race. They are a living embodiment of the relentless struggle for survival and dominance. At the heart of this chaotic culture is the Blood Axes, renowned for their cunning and tactical ingenuity. Unlike many of their more brutish kin, the Blood Axes pride themselves on their ability to adapt, utilizing stolen technology and gear from the enemies they conquer. Their history is marked by a series of strategic battles that showcase their penchant for ambush tactics and guerrilla warfare. They thrive in the shadows, preferring to outthink their opponents rather than engage in head-on assaults. This clan emerged as a distinct faction during the Great War, a monumental conflict that saw orcs rise to prominence in the galaxy. The Blood Axes proved that orcs could be more than mindless savages. The lore surrounding the Blood Axes is rich with tales of legendary warbosses who led their clans to victory through sheer guile. One such figure is Warboss Mortgrod, a wily leader who learned to employ the tactics of the Imperial Guard against them, exploiting their rigid formations and discipline. Mortgrod's campaigns became legendary, as he orchestrated ambushes using decoys and feigned retreats, luring his enemies into traps that would spell their doom. Under his leadership, the Blood Axes grew in power and influence, establishing themselves as a formidable force on the battlefield. However, the Blood Axes are not without their internal strife. Their penchant for cunning often puts them at odds with the more straightforward clans, leading to a series of conflicts that are as brutal as they are complex. The Goths, known for their sheer ferocity and love of close combat, often see the Blood Axes as sneaky cowards, while the Death Skulls, obsessed with looting and scavenging, frequently clash with them over the spoils of war. This fractiousness within orc society is a hallmark of their existence, as alliances are as fleeting as the whims that govern their actions. In stark contrast to the Blood Axes are the Goths, a clan defined by their love of violence and direct confrontation. The Goths have a storied history of battles fought in the heat of melee, where brute strength and sheer ferocity reign supreme. They are easily recognized by their black and white checkered war paint, a symbol of their unyielding nature. The Goths embrace the philosophy of might makes right, believing that the strongest should lead, and that battle is the ultimate expression of power. Their warbosses are often colossal figures who lead from the front, charging headlong into battle without hesitation. One of the most iconic battles involving the Goths was the infamous War of Gazkulthraka. This massive campaign, initiated by the legendary warboss Gazkulthraka, saw the Goths surge through the galaxy, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Gazkul, a towering figure clad in crude yet effective armor, was known for his brutal tactics and ferocious leadership. Under his command, the Goths laid waste to entire worlds, overwhelming imperial forces with sheer numbers and unrelenting ferocity. The war was a spectacle of chaos, as orcs of all clans united under Gazkul's banner, drawn by the promise of glorious battle and plunder. The Goths' love for combat often leads to brutal infighting, as each warboss vies for supremacy. This internal strife is a double-edged sword, fueling their strength while also threatening to tear them apart. The Goths believe that only the strongest should lead, and as such, the challenge for the position of warboss is a frequent occurrence. This culture of brutal competition ensures that the Goths remain a formidable force, constantly adapting and evolving their tactics through sheer experience in battle. Meanwhile, the Death Skulls embody a different philosophy altogether, thriving on opportunism and scavenging. Decked in blue and known for their looting tendencies, the Death Skulls have a unique relationship with technology. They are known to take what they can from the battlefield, often repurposing Imperial gear and weaponry to suit their needs. Their ingenuity allows them to create bizarre yet effective contraptions, making them one of the most resourceful clans among the orcs. The Death Skulls thrive on the chaos of battle, often emerging from the fray with an impressive array of salvaged equipment, much to the chagrin of their enemies. The Death Skulls gained notoriety during the infamous Battle of Armageddon, where they played a pivotal role in the massive orc invasion. As the Imperial forces struggled to contain the onslaught, the Death Skulls capitalized on the confusion, looting and scavenging from the battlefield. Their ability to adapt and utilize the remnants of defeated foes allowed them to bolster their ranks and create makeshift weaponry that turned the tide of battle in their favor. The Death Skulls' reputation as cunning looters became cemented in the annals of orc history during this campaign, showcasing their unique approach to warfare. In the midst of this chaotic tapestry exists the Evil Soons, a clan that revels in speed and mechanization. Characterized by their bright yellow paint and love for all things fast, the Evil Sons are known for their obsession with vehicles and technological advancements. They have a singular focus on speed, often utilizing fast-moving vehicles to outmaneuver their foes. The Evil Sons embody the spirit of reckless abandon, charging headlong into battle with a fervor that is both exhilarating and terrifying. Their warbosses are often flamboyant figures, leading their clans with charisma and a lust for high-octane warfare. One of the defining moments for the Evil Sons came during the infamous Battle of the Tigris system, where they faced off against a formidable Imperial Guard force. The Orcs, led by Warboss Redgob, unleashed a torrent of speed and chaos, utilizing their fast-moving vehicles to flank and disrupt enemy lines. The battlefield became a cacophony of roaring engines and the sounds of battle, as the Evil Sons employed hit and run tactics to devastating effect. Their ability to outmaneuver the Imperials allowed them to encircle and crush their foes, leaving behind a landscape littered with wreckage and destruction. While the Evil Sons are known for their speed, the Bad Moons take pride in their wealth and material accumulation. Clad in yellow and adorned with the trappings of spoils from countless battles, the Bad Moons are a clan that embodies the principles of avarice and excess. They have a reputation for hoarding loot and wealth, often flaunting their riches on the battlefield. The Bad Moons are known to employ flashy weaponry and extravagant armor, often prioritizing aesthetics over practicality. Their warbosses are often larger-than-life figures who lead with flamboyance and ostentation, reveling in the spoils of their conquests. The Bad Moons have a storied history, marked by their involvement in various campaigns across the galaxy. One of their most notable engagements was during the Second War for Armageddon, where they sought to capitalize on the chaos of the conflict. Led by Warboss Zogwart, the Bad Moons unleashed a wave of firepower upon the Imperial forces, utilizing their impressive arsenal to devastating effect. Their ability to acquire and wield advanced weaponry made them a significant threat on the battlefield, as they rained destruction upon their foes with a combination of firepower and sheer bravado. The Orc clans, with their unique characteristics and histories, form a diverse and chaotic society. Each clan embodies different aspects of Orcish culture, from the cunning and tactical prowess of the Blood Axes to the brute force of the Goths, the opportunism of the Death Skulls, the speed of the Evil Sons, and the avarice of the Bad Moons. This diversity fuels a constant cycle of conflict, as alliances are formed and broken, and battles are fought not just against their enemies but also among themselves. The orcs are not merely a race of savages. They are a complex society driven by the fundamental principles of war, survival, and the pursuit of glory. The orcs' insatiable appetite for war is matched only by their penchant for creativity, particularly when it comes to their technology. Orcish machines are a bizarre amalgamation of looted parts, cobbled together with little regard for aesthetics. Vehicles like the battle wagon, a heavily armored transport brimming with firepower, exemplify the orcs' approach to war. Each machine is a testament to their ingenuity, often adorned with crude glyphs and symbols that reflect their owners' personalities. This patchwork technology is not merely functional, it serves as a reflection of orc culture where individuality is celebrated even in the midst of chaos. As the galaxy continues to spiral into chaos, the orc clans remain a relentless force, carving their path through the stars with unyielding determination. Each battle fought adds to their history, marked by bloodshed, ambition, and an insatiable hunger for conquest. The stories of their warbosses, the legends of their battles, and the tales of their cunning and ferocity intertwine, creating a rich narrative that reflects the very essence of the orcish spirit. In the end, the orcs are a testament to the chaos of the Warhammer 40,000 universe, a living embodiment of the struggle for power and survival, forever locked in a dance of war that transcends the boundaries of time and space. The orcs are not just a force of destruction, they are a living culture, a society that thrives amidst chaos. Their rituals, though often brutal and simplistic, are an integral part of their identity. From the war battle cries that echo across the battlefield to the crude celebrations following a successful raid, the orcs revel in their victories with a fervor that is both infectious and terrifying. These celebrations often involve loud music, crude dances, and, of course, more fighting. For the orcs, war is a way of life, a celebration of their existence in a galaxy filled with enemies. The lore of the orcs is rife with tales of their legendary warbosses, each one embodying the spirit of their clan. The orcs believe that the strongest should lead, a principle that has produced some of the most formidable leaders in the galaxy. Warbosses, like Gazkul and Morgrod, are not just figures of power, they are symbols of the orc spirit. Their stories are passed down through generations, becoming the stuff of legends that inspire new warriors to rise up and claim their place in the annals of orc history. Gazkul, in particular, stands out as one of the most iconic figures in the orc pantheon. His rise to power was marked by a series of brutal campaigns that united the orcs under his banner. Known for his sheer brutality and tactical genius, Gazkul led his forces through a series of devastating wars, overwhelming imperial forces and leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. His battles are not just military campaigns. They are a celebration of orcish culture, a demonstration of the belief that war is the ultimate expression of power. Another compelling figure is Warboss Snegrod, a cunning leader known for his resourcefulness. He epitomizes the adaptability of the Blood Axes, often employing tactics that catch his enemies off guard. Under his command, the Blood Axes have orchestrated some of the most audacious raids in orc history, stealing technology and weapons from the most fortified positions. Snagrod's reputation as a cunning strategist has made him a respected leader among the orcs, proving that intelligence can be as potent a weapon as brute force. The orcish approach to warfare is often chaotic, yet effective, relying on overwhelming numbers and the sheer unpredictability of their tactics. They employ war, a philosophy known as war, a collective psychic energy that fuels their power and drives them into battle. This phenomenon creates a sense of unity among the orcs, empowering them and amplifying their strength in combat. The louder the battle cries and the more chaotic the fray, the stronger they become. This psychic energy can even influence the effectiveness of their weapons, making even the most haphazardly constructed firearms surprisingly deadly. Internal rivalries and conflicts between clans are as fierce as their battles against external foes. The Goths often clash with the Death Skulls over loot, while the evil Suns view the Blood Axes as too cunning and sneaky. These rivalries can lead to brutal skirmishes, as warbosses challenge one another for supremacy. However, these internal conflicts also serve to strengthen the Orcish spirit. Each battle, whether against an enemy or a rival clan, is an opportunity for growth, a chance to prove oneself and rise through the ranks. As the Orcs continue their relentless advance across the galaxy, they leave behind a trail of destruction and chaos. Their battles are not just about conquest, they are a celebration of their existence, a testament to their resilience and adaptability. Each clash with the Imperium, the Eldar, or any other foe becomes a part of their storied history, woven into the fabric of their culture. The Orcs are not merely a force of nature, they are a force of identity, a living embodiment of the chaos that defines the Warhammer 40,000 universe. In conclusion, the Orc clans of the Warhammer 40,000 universe represent a complex and chaotic society, rich with history and lore. Each clan brings its unique characteristics to the table, from the cunning and tactical prowess of the Blood Axes to the brute force of the Goths, the opportunism of the Death Skulls, the speed of the Evil Suns, and the avarice of the Bad Moons. This diversity fuels a constant cycle of conflict, both among themselves and with the galaxy's myriad races. The Orcs are not just a race of savages, they are a dynamic culture driven by the fundamental principles of war, survival, and the pursuit of glory. As the galaxy spirals into chaos, the Orc clans remain a relentless and formidable force. Each battle fought adds to their history, marked by bloodshed, ambition, and an insatiable hunger for conquest. The Orcs continue to carve their path through the stars, embodying the spirit of war and survival in a universe defined by conflict. In the end, their legacy is one of chaos, resilience, and an unquenchable thirst for battle, forever etched into the annals of the Warhammer 40,000 universe.